Last year, we made it to the playoffs as Sir Francis Drake FC. So we've finished the first year in the championship in 15th, no, 14th. Then we made it 15th. We made the playoffs, lost in the first round of them last year. So the goal this year should also be playoffs. And hopefully, maybe try to gain promotion. Now, if we go look at the profile of our Skybet Championship, I'm sure that we're going to be. Oh, we're actually not in the bottom part. We're actually in 20th this time. Hey, the media pundits have given us a little bit of hope. Teams coming down from the Premier League, Crystal Palace.
Much I could do with them. I realized that the real action is in kindergarten.
28 months. Steven 299, let's go.
Let's go, just the flob. 28 months. Thank you so very much. Thank you. So Crystal Palace, one of the teams coming down. They were relegated last season. Southampton went up, leaving us. I'm sure they're coming through with a team of players. Let's see, their strikers were 24 million. Their wingers were 38 million, 27 million. The shadow strikers, 23 million. Midfield, 12 million and 40 million. Nottingham Forest, also a team coming down. I think they only went up in real life a couple of years ago or last year. And then West Brom coming down against us. They got Daryl Dyke up front. He's from America. So promoted up from the league, League One, we have Hull City joining us. Plymouth. And an old rival of ours, Ipswich, who has Mr. Kieran Cocky Pants McKenna as their manager. So we're going to have to run into him a little bit this season. So, yeah, he's back. Then, of course, last year, Watford, 600 to 1. Southampton, 1,000 to 1. And Everton, 1,000 to 1 to that. So, I'm actually shocked that Watford is ahead of, well, Watford waxed us, another team they played. They probably deserve to be the better team, but you'd think Everton and all that. But anyway, looking at our team, we, last year we improved our training facilities. Those are now ranked good. We have $2.61 million in the bank. We are running at a loss right now, but that's okay. Our season budget is $535. Our payroll budget is up to around the 10 million mark. So we have one out. I am going to have to do some adjustments on that to fix it, or we're going to hemorrhage more money. We've got a few players here. This John King kid, we'll probably give him a face here in a minute. He's probably going to find some play time. I'd like to bring him up and utilize him. I mean, we're almost paying him $100,000, so it would probably be good to utilize him in some case. And if he is indeed worth that much, we need to play him. He needs to work on his consistency. He is 20, though, so we'll see. I think I did move him up to the... Probably have to click on him here. Squad. Yeah, we could put him on the senior squad. That's probably what we're going to do. And then we'll utilize him there. There was another youngster that we did, but we'll get into that here in a minute. We are already struggling to work within the payroll budget. We're going to fix that here soon. We've signed a few players that have spent some money. I did ask to get higher scout salaries. That did not happen. I asked to get higher physio salaries. That did not happen. And they did improve the training facilities last year, so that is good. Actually, will. Move that over, and that should fix our woes. Yeah, okay. We got about 600,000 to spend on players here. And then financially, again, we're sitting at $2.6 million in the bank. We didn't get as much in upgraded, what's the word I want to think of, sponsors as I thought we would. We do have a few of those deals running out at the end of this season. Our general sponsor runs out. That was a 5-year deal. Our main kit is a 1-year deal. So hopefully we can get some better ones out of that. Projections always look bad, though. So we'll just have to see. I've been hot and heavy on the trail, trying to find players. Right now, we probably do need to find us a defensive midfielder. I also need to set up friendlies and do that. If we take a look at the calendar, we are setting on July 2nd. And so what I'll do is I'll probably set up friendlies every, what do we want to do? Wednesday, Saturdays, probably. Or Wednesday, Sundays. It's probably the best way to go about that. One thing I did do that shocked me is I went to Tottenham, and on the under 21 squad, they've got 3 players here that are pretty decent. And I asked to loan them in, that perhaps we could utilize them. And they've got some pretty good stats, obviously wet behind the ears. But Kyle Butler, we'll see if he agrees to come to us. Jabari Wong, we need some more depth in the midfield. He is fickle, though, so he may not come to us. We'll have to see what happens. And then we got Robert Terrace, who could give us some, obviously, more stuff in the back. He is injury prone, though, so we'll have to work on that. But if he's alone, who cares? I tried to get some of the players on their senior squad, but they still wanted millions of dollars for them. So that's not going to work out for us. Tactically this season, here's kind of what I've come up with as our main tactic, running a 4-2-3-1. Right now, I've got one of our new signings up here is the striker. And, there's a new face over here for Oko Flex. We'll get to that here in a minute, too. But I just kind of wanted to see what we're kind of running with. That's going to be the main one. And I think I've already made a 4-3-1-2 as well.
Because you're our #1 customer.
Hey, Yankee Gal, thank you so much.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you. You are my #1 customer. So we'll see how that goes. And then I've got the old faithful that we used last year, kind of. But I did change it a little bit by taking the wingers off and utilizing 2 strikers up front. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I've went out and spent money. Let's see if we can go in here and see this. I'm probably going to have to go back. We sold some younger kids, but yeah, I'm going to have to go back a season. So, yeah, where does this start? I want to say that I signed some youngsters. Yeah, that I went out and they could be decent in the future. So I spent some money on them. So we'll see. We obviously got rid of Chris Watts. One player I bought this year, and I spent, what was the price on him there? We paid $37,000 for him. Scott McNabb. This kid maybe has the chance to be something special. 12 dribbling, 15 finishing, 15 first touch, technique 14, his acceleration's 14, stamina's 14, his pace is a little slow. We're working on that. He does have a whole host of cons, but he is 19 years old. I am hoping that the Scottish kid, so he's one of the people we need to put a face with right now, Scott McNabb, 19, and he's Scottish. That's going to matter here in a second. So I'm hoping that he turns out okay. Let's see. This kid, I think, is going to our under 21s. Yeah. Here is another person that I brought in for fairly cheap that maybe could be something in the future. Y'all Reynolds. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm not sure if I'm going to loan him out or not. Hey, Brooks on a Donut coming back in here.
Hello there.
It would help if I put shout out before Brooks on a Donut. Brooks, I hope you're having a good night, my friend. Thank you so much. Well, the Mighty Drakes were broken in the playoffs last year, so we're rebounding here in season 6 and just starting over to see what we can do. I've invested in a few young players. We'll see what happens to them. But yeah. It's we've got a path to take. Let's just say that. So I'm not sure if I'll move this kid up. He could play Shadow Striker that I was thinking of training him on. The thing is I kind of want to move these guys up to the main squad and have them. Hey, Yankee Gal, gifting out subs. Mad Martin picking up the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Yankee. So I think I actually will do this right now. Is on some of these players that we've signed, I think I'm going to move them up to the main squad. I think Scott McNabb is already on. Yeah, he's already on that. Because I need to keep a close eye. So move him to the senior squad. So another free that I got off Leicester was Mason Burstow. He is probably going to be our starting striker at the start of the season. He's 23 years old, 14 finishing, 12 dribbling, 11 first touch. Again, 13 on his acceleration and pace. His jumping reach is 16.62. He reminds me of a much better Miles Laburn. And I am very, very hoping that he kind of fixes our woes that we've had in the striker position. One of his flaws is crossing, but he shouldn't be doing that a lot while he's playing up there on the striker position. So we'll just have to see how that plans out. But he was probably there was a couple of other strikers that I went for, and I was going to throw like $2, $3, $4 million at them, but none of them wanted to come here. They were pretty much just like, hey, when you get promoted to the Premier League, then we'll talk. So Mason Burstow, he'll be kind of teaching Scott McNabb. Let's see who else we got. Travis Howe. Now, did I bring him in or no? I think they did. He's actually, or maybe, no, I think I bought this kid and we loaned him back is what happened. So Travis Howe, again, 20 years old, has the chance to maybe. Determination is 18. I think he's got the chance, but I think he's finishing up his season over there. But I'm not for sure. I'll have to keep an eye on him. But yeah, part of buying him was he had to be loaned back. It happens. All right, big defensive purchase, paid $500,000 for this kid. Lewis Binks. No, I'm not going to change his name to Jar Jar. Defensive stud muffin here. 13 marking, 12 tackling, 14 heading. Can play central defender and ball-playing defender. Very excited about this. He's fast. He's consistent. He loves big matches. He's resolute. I'm hoping he could plug the side over next to Matty Pollock and hold us dear this season. He's 25, so I did go out and get somebody a little bit older. We're already working on his ball control and his positioning, but I think Lewis Thomas Spinks. That's a really good middle name. Throwing that out there. I probably need to change our little note here. No, not that. Where in the world is it? Oh, it's at the very top. Needs. All right. So right now, I'm going to remove that. Here we still probably need a winger. We definitely need a defensive mid, and I don't think we need the center back anymore. But we may need. I do think we need some more depth to rotate in and out. And we got to find out how these guys can stand up here going into the season. Another player that I went out and spent $2.3 million on, Morgan Rogers. He can either play left wing or right wing. I'm not sure which side I'm going to play him on yet. He has higher ratings on the right wing, playing this attacking inverted winger. But he's only accomplished there, so we're going to have to get him some more time on that side of the field because he's primarily at his old squad been playing playing on the left wing, excuse me. I don't know what I was thinking of here. But I think thus far, that is the last person that I purchased. And we've sent a whole host of players out. I did sell, this may be the biggest scandalous thing for you, Amari Miller. We sold Amari Miller to Coventry for $475,000. So he essentially paid for Lewis Binks. But he was just going to be pushed so far down the tree that with Oko Flex and some other players that I've brought up and promoted, I don't think it was necessary to have him up there. Then again, you all could tell me I'm wrong. Then, of course, we sold Liam Cullen last season for $1.7 million, but that money went away real quick. And then there was the Chris Watts sale. The only player that's really lingering around that's causing me some issues right now is Jamie Hamilton. I've got him listed for sale. He wants to leave. He's upset. If he stays around, we could maybe use him, but I don't know. I have indeed heard of Sunderland. So I've got to figure out what to do with him. We also just brought on 2 other players on trial to see what they're going to do. Lewis Hall here. Why is their stats not showing up? Like, is it because, okay, here we go. So he played for, he didn't play it for Chelsea last year. He kind of just set the bench. But we may bring him in because he's been bouncing around. I'm not sure, though. What was our transfer status? So he's a free agent right now, isn't he? Is that what I'm seeing? Yes. So it would just depend on his salary. Let's see what he's saying. 454 to 595. He wants to be central midfielder with a deep lying payroll. So we'll just have to see on him. He does not like big matches and he's injury prone. That would bolster our midfield. But I also brought on Matar Star here, who I would much rather have him. But he doesn't like big matches either. So let's see what his salary is going to be. Okay, he's a little bit higher. He wants. So that's a question we're going to have to figure out. I need more of a defensive midfielder, and that would be Lewis Hall. So we may have to pull the trigger. We've got him here for a couple more days, and we'll have to see. Oh, we got another raid. Let's go.
Hello there.
Adwin84, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Bringing them in, give you some Vuvuzela action. It's a song of my people. It's not my people. My people are from Germany. So, yeah, what else are we looking for? I'm scouting everywhere, still looking for players. We did go out and get some exotic scouts that could maybe scout in other places, which I'm already doing that. I've sent one over to Denmark, and he's going to be looking. He just left. And also Norway, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. We're going to see if we can find something there. Right now, though, we are, like I said, at the start of the season, we are doing our workouts. And I need to get some Swinland as best country. That's right. Even better than North Korea. We do need to go schedule some friendlies to see. And then we'll see what's going on. So let's go to the calendar. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to do these on Tuesdays and Saturdays? Probably. Historic Confederation. Hey, Edwin. I just started not too long ago. We're just now starting season 6. It's our 4th season in the championship. And we're just trying to put together a team. We made it to the playoffs last year, but went out in the first round to a Watford club who was just destined. They beat us 4-0 and then beat the team in the finals to get promotion 5-0. So they just were an incredibly well-oiled machine there at the end of the season. I don't know about that. Well, they did. The Watford definitely went up. The Drakes were trying our best. Okay, let's go Tuesday, and then we can just do it Tuesday, Saturday, then we'll go Wednesday. Yeah, so we'll just kind of do this. So let's try to get some friendlies. My phone is going bonkers. I have to always check it because I've got a sick mother, so she's not really sick. She's just healing from her surgeries, which she's doing really well. All right, so we need a really oh, I don't want to play Arsenal. Why did that jump to that? Why does it just jump to Arsenal? I thought I could scroll through those, but obviously I cannot. We could play Tavistock, make 58,000. So yeah, we'll go for them on that one. Oh, we're at the training camp. So yeah, maybe play Tavistock then. Then we'll have to wait till we come back from training camp. I forgot all about that. We'll do another one here. Go July 26th. I wouldn't mind. Let's similar reputation teams. Maybe like an MK Dons. July 30th. Let's do another Rochester. We wouldn't make it. We'd lose money on that one. We could play PSG too. Probably get our legs kicked out from a. Let the spirit of Jack White bless this glorious club. That's right. May the Jack White be with us and with you. I don't know what these teams are. Hog has got to be like Denmark. I like the idea of taking on PSG too. We'll make a little bit of money. And then we need to do like an easy game on like August 3rd to get ready for the championship. And we'll play a team we could probably demolish. Kind of would like to play a team that we could Tottenham may not want to play us this year. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. So that's kind of a big mixture of teams. All right. So let's go through the roster and see what's up. Bringing back Harrison Ashby this year. He's going to be out on the right defensive side. He's probably going to play a backup role. He is coming off a major injury from last season where he tore his thigh muscle. So I'm not sure how well he's going to adapt to that. Stephen Baines. Now, did I put him? Yes. He is somebody we need to also get a picture for. He is actually 21. He's American. Janelle Bennett. I got to figure out what to do with Janelle Bennett. He may be playing on the same side he was. We know he could play that role. He does not like big matches. He's developed that over the last year. He is consistent, though, but he's hurt us. He is worth a lot of money. So maybe keeping him on that left side. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Lewis Binks, we already covered him. New guy. I wish I could get his natural fitness up, but it is what it is. He's 25. That's not going to increase. We don't have any injections to give to him to make him better. Mason Burstow, striker up front. We already talked about him. I'm still excited that he is a better Miles Laburn. John Clark, the youngster, 23 years old now. Going to be probably, I've actually thought about sending him out on loan because Will Andiepan's also going to be playing over on the side. And obviously, Will Andiepan is, I think we've got him marked as like important. No, he's just a regular starter. So that's actually good. I thought he was important. That actually helps. So with that said, Will is better than John Clark. So I will probably put John Clark out for loan and let him develop. We've got him for another 2 years, but I think he could be a really good player in the future. I actually will list him now. See if he's okay with this. Okay, he's open to being loaned out. That's good, because I was going to do it anyway. Jamie Cumming. Jamie Cumming coming back for another year. He signed a contract through 2030. It is 2027. So I'm really hoping he gets a little bit better. We've got his training on distributing. I really want to start some counterattacks with him. He actually has no cons. So if any of you out there playing this game are looking for a good goalkeeper who develops well, we're working on the player trait with him. Uses long throw to start counterattacks. I think that could be something very amazing for us if he can figure it out. But we'll just have to see. Sam Curtis, he's going to be our starting. I think I said that backwards earlier. Harrison Ashby is going to be the backup to this guy. We are working on him. He's working on getting forward whenever possible. Sam Curtis did have a rough end of the year, but I have faith in him. I have faith. You can see here he was up in the 7s and 8s, and then he just kind of crashed there at the end against Watford, which I think everybody did. The team just went at the end of the year. I don't know if they just ran out of go-go juice. If I didn't rest them well enough, I'm not sure. It's probably on me. Tommy Doyle, going to be one of the main men in the middle of midfield with Matty Longstaff. I definitely need to get them some counterparts to work with them in midfield. Quevin Ferrum, probably going to put him up there as the advanced playmaker, shadow striker. He is injury prone and he is not consistent at all. He's actually injured right now. So we'll have to see what happens with him. I'm hoping he develops, but it's just going to depend. If I cannot find somebody to come in there as I got to find somebody that can play up there with him, and I just don't know who it's going to be. So, yeah. Probably on the loans, we'll have to look for somebody that could play that attacking midfielder or that shadow striker. I'm not sure because I don't know if he can hold the bear of that position all year. Ben Goodliff, I was going to let him go, but I decided to he signed pretty cheap, $200K at this level. He signed a couple more years. He was okay with being like a backup squad player. So he's going to be back there to back up that back line. We know he can come in. We know he can play well. So no loss in that one. Lewis Hall. This is the guy we've got on loan, I think. Or not on loan, but yeah, he's a free agent. Well, he's not on the team. Don't pay no attention to him. Jamie Hamilton, we talked about him. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I'm kind of hoping somebody comes and buys him for $700K. We'll have to see. Miles Laburn, he is still on the team. I've got him there. He hates big matches. He's consistent, but then I think the big matches kind of overrides that. So, but at 6'4", I'm probably going to rotate him in to do cup matches with some of the youngsters, but we'll see what happens. Tommy Lay. I was not going to sign Tommy Lay, but this goes to what I was talking about with Quevin Ferrum. Tommy Lay can be some backup here for midfield behind Matty Longstaff and Tommy Doyle, but he can also play that shadow striker position that I've been talking about. So if we compare him with Quevin, you could see they're pretty comparable, but Tommy Lay is 27, so he's more of that veteran status, and he can kind of lead him forward. So we'll just have to see. Do I think either one of them's amazing? No, but Quevin Ferrum's got the ceiling that's way higher than Tommy Lay. So we'll just have to see what's going to happen. I've tried to listen to you all where you've said to get these older people who can teach these youngsters and go from there. Matty Longstaff, we've got him through 2031. I'm hoping he can do well. We're going to put him on the left side of the midfield. He was a stud last year. Scott McNabb, we talked about him. He could be the future. We're just going to have to figure out what to do with him. He's a brown-headed Scotsman. I didn't know those existed. I thought they were all red-headed there. Mingalvio is back. He's going to be doing a backup role to Lewis Binks. Probably will get a lot of rep time when it comes to cup games because we really need him to develop for the future. The only thing, his determination's kind of high, so hopefully that will help him develop. Alex Murphy, going to be the starter on the left side defensively over Will Andiepan. He is one of the fans' favorites. So we've definitely got to keep him around, keep him happy. And I wouldn't mind if he'd worked on his weaker foot. So let's get him to do that. That would probably help him astronomically over there. Armstrong Oko Flex. I have a dilemma with him. I really just don't know what to do with him. He's better on the right side than Janelle Bennett, so he's obviously going to be doing a backup to that Morgan Rogers. But he is valued so much higher than Janelle Bennett. So part of me wants to start Armstrong Oko Flex over Janelle Bennett on that left side, but I don't know. I really don't know what to do with that. Like, it's going to be an inverted winger attack. You know, and certain things are even. He's better at passing. They're the same on technique. Off the ball, he's just a little bit better. Acceleration and agility, that goes to Janelle Bennett. I don't know. Oh, my Lord, it's Cayman, everybody. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 months.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you so much, my friend. Seven and I are working really hard to get to that tier 3 on Diablo so we can come steal all your all's loots. Yes, let's throw some hypes in the chat for everybody that is sub tonight. Thank you all so much. Give you some woos too. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Like, Janelle Bennett's a much better inside forward. But when it comes to an inverted winger or winger, Oko Flex is better. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. The thing that's killing me is Janelle Bennett is an important player. So. What the heck? There's somebody at my door. Who is it? It is my neighbor without his shirt on taking the trash out. Things I wish my security system did not show me. Anyway, let's move on. Drew Pickens, youngster. I'm probably going to, I think he's on the loan list. Yes. We're going to try to get him out, get him some more time. He did put some minutes in last year, but I think with Harrison Ashby in front of him, he's not going to get out there a lot. Matty Pollock. Last year, I was very indecisive with what to do with him, but we did take him from Watford. But he's going to be a starter next to Lewis Binks this season. They're going to be our main defensive guard back there, so very excited about that. Rocco Rees, he's the backup to the backup. A goalkeeper who doesn't like big matches. Probably going to let his contract run out after this year, and that's going to be it. He is actually wanted. Who's he wanted by? The Wolves want him? Interesting. Here's the Leal Reynolds. He could also play Shadow Striker, perhaps, or the advanced playmaker on attack. He is kind of slow, though, but he's consistent, and he's young. So we got to get a picture for him, too. So there's 3 so far we need to go digging for pictures, and I'll let you all partake in that here in a minute. Morgan Rogers, here's the stud I was talking about. Very excited about this guy, bringing him in. He's a man, 24 years old, 6'2". He's very fast, 15 acceleration, 13 pace. I think he's going to give us that need we had on the edge where Oko Flex and Amari Miller just couldn't break through a lot of times. I think Morgan Rogers is going to open the way. He also can kind of slide over and play that, and somehow he could play advance forward as well, but I'm not going to do that to him. But I'm hoping for big things from him. This is another player we got loaned in right now, or not loaned. Teddy Sharman Lowe, he is wanted as well. Manchester United wants him. Why? They literally got like a man. Who knows? I think sometimes these big clubs on this game just buy players. Jack Tucker, re-signed him. He's going to be a backup. He's going to kind of be a fill-in role. We've got him as a squad player. I don't know how much time he'll see, but we know he can fill in as well. He can also slide up and play that defensive midfield position. Probably just a good person. Will Andiopan, I've just been struggling with what to do with him. I think I really appreciated him on the attack. So we are working on his crossing, and I'm going to try to play him over on the wingback, complete wingback side on the left, especially in cup games, and really start getting him to develop. Apia Forson, Apia, re-signed him. He's going to be like the backup to Tommy Doyle and Matty Longstaff alongside Tommy Lay. I would probably like to get another defensive midfielder because he really cannot drop back and play that position. And we do need somebody defensively to fill in for that when we do different tactics and such. And we already did Harrison Ashby. That's everybody. All right. So what we need to do now, before I go over the days, is I need to go in here. I'll save. We need to actually put pictures on some of these youngsters that we're keeping tracks on. I do need to check on under 21s. I think there was somebody else I wanted to bring up to the main squad. We do have some players that have some good potential. I'm just hoping. Riley Owen is somebody I've got to think about whether I want to bring him up or not, because he literally could play that wing as well. I think he could be bigger than, not Amari, but Janelle Bennett, but we'll have to see. John King, I think, is the one who could be the, let me compare him with, not going to let me compare him with, dude I just looked at. I click on Riley Owen and compare him to him. Yes. So John King at 20, he's at 21. He's more physical. Technical and attacking goes to Riley Owen. I don't know. Maybe we just leave him there at that. Let him develop down there. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to go in here and turn on the numbers. Numbers, Mason. What do the numbers mean? Show screen IDs. There we go. So we need to get IDs for these players. McNabb, Reynolds, and Baines. I might as well do one for what's his face too. I mean, just so I know we're keeping an eye on him. John King. Because if I see their picture, I'll know they're important. He is English and brown-headed. All right, so his number up there is 20021230041. Okay. Go back to our main squad. You all see the method to my madness here in a minute. And what this all means. All right, got him. I should have just put them in alphabetical order. It'd been so easy, much easier to get them here. Scott McNabb, 2002118178. And then we got I still don't know how to say this dude's first name, Mr. Reynolds. He is 200235948. Okay, boom. What are you hun about, Lethal? By the way, hi.
Hello there.
There is a method, I promise. See, these guys, Lewis Hall. I'm just worried that he's going to want way too much. We'll check here in a minute. Hey, Matt, how are you doing tonight?
Hello there.
All right, let me go pull up my folder here of pictures. I have all these pictures of young men here. FBI, open up! I'm doing well. I'm trying to put some pictures on these people. That's the mega pack. I don't need that one. Modified. Okay, here we go. All right, so the first one, McNabb, he is Scottish. So Scottish would probably be Caucasian. How many pictures do I have here? I have. Wow. Okay. So I need a number between one. I don't know if this will even work. Yeah, I can make it work. We'll find a way to make it work. A number between. Who did I say we was doing first? McNabb. For our youngster, our future striker. I need a number between 1 and 2,168. Can we get 8? All right, so here's what I'll do. Where's my die at? Do I have them here? I need a 6-sided die here. And just in the order they went, so, oh yeah, there's 6 of you, exactly. So 1 will be Shaman, 2 Eccentric, Mad Martin, 3 Shaman. No, Shaman, you did 2. You've ruined the system. So 1's Eccentric, Mad Martin's 2, Shaman's 3, Dark Wolf 4, and Lethal. It is, well, for one, I'm an idiot. I picked out the 8-sided die and not the 6. So it rolled a 7. All right, let's try this again. I promise I'm not.
Disappointed!
Oh, I'm obviously a professional streamer, everybody. 2. So 2 will go to Mad Martin. Mad Martin said 1750. How do I function? I don't even know. So here's what I got to do. I got to go down 1700 here. That's going to be about this far. Ooh, I went to 1632. That was pretty good. 1744. Oh, we're close. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. He looks like the comedian. Let's see. How can I show this to you all? It's actually pretty good. picture. Let me see here. I'll switch it over to the main menu. So there's the picture you all selected. That is going to be our 19-year-old striker going forward. So, and that is all on Mad Martin. All right, let me see if I remember how to do this now. I have to open up the other folder. I really hope I set this up better next year so that it's not as bonkers. All right, so I need to rename this picture 2002118178. Boom. And then go into this. Da, da, da. I know what I'm doing. I'm smart. And I really love customizing things. Two zero zero two one one eight 178. Put that there. Boom. Okay. One down. What, 3 to go?